Yeah, man, what up, good people? You already know what it is, man. We are back, the Monday Night Crew, the first episode of 2024. Boys, your boy K. Mims. I got Lewis, Jay, the ladies of the show, Brittany, Asia, Princess. What up? What up? What up? What up, y'all?
What up? What up?
Hey,
What's
hey.
going on?
Yeah, you said what? You said what, Lewis?
What's going on, man?
Nothing, bro. Nothing, bro. How everybody been? We're gonna kick it off with a little check-in. How everybody been since my official question was, has life been lifing for anybody from the last time we met? Damn, boy. Everybody said yeah.
Oh yeah.
Talk to me, man. What we been up to? Holla at me. What everybody been up to? Here you go.
Everybody quiet.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Well, I'll tell you what I've been up to. Same old with me. Traveling. Burning the road up every week. So it feel good to be at home this week for real and just kind of, relaxing before I got to go back out.
I like that little look you got going on. That's cute.
Hey, Brittany, what type of look is that? Now that you said so, what type of look is that?
I like it. It's
I
like,
know, me too. Well, what type of look is it?
why y'all laughing? I'm being serious.
Because that goes
Because when he came on,
it goes by the
They
way.
clearly know something that we
No,
don't,
it goes by the way.
I don't
Keenan,
know.
go ahead and tell her what you said as soon as we got.
Y'all was talking
hey,
about
can we
y'all
live
talking
now?
about
So I'm gonna
him.
wait till so when we got on, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say this on live, Jay. But anyway, ladies, how y'all been? I promise you, I'll say it off. I said when we get off, but Jay told me not to, and then you brought it up. But ladies, how we been? How we been since the last 2 months?
Okay.
I haven't been traveling since January, so I've been getting some downtime.
Oh, since 2 weeks ago? Got you. Like
Since the beginning of January. I traveled the first week in January, and I'm not traveling again until March.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Hey, what about you, AJ? How you been?
Just working.
Yeah.
Just working, traveling, working,
For sure.
working. That's it.
For sure. Miss Brittany, how you been?
I'm all right.
Yeah, boy, life must really be life for y'all, boy. I ain't lying, boy. Y'all sound like y'all about had it. But Louis, what about you, Brody?
Hey, man, trying to deal with whatever comes my way, man. Family, I'm taking care of the family. That's it, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good.
So
Keenan, how
let's
you
get
been?
into it though.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been good. I ain't gonna lie, man. Everything been real copacetic. I couldn't complain.
That's good.
I couldn't complain. Everything good, family good, job good, business, everything
That's
copacetic,
good.
bro.
That boy trying to win.
Copacetic. He said copacetic. That's
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no.
That
Yeah,
man,
I mean-
that's sensei word of the day, ain't it?
The
word is copacetic.
You want to? So I learned myself about this. So y'all know, but they may not. So like the first 2 weeks of January where I wasn't doing anything, I realized being productive is a part of my self-care. I can't just sit around and not do nothing, bro. Like it ain't got to be nothing that's like necessarily like directly tied to anything, but just to sit and chill for like days and days. I'm like, oh nah, bro, I can't do this. I'm not with that. I learned that I didn't know that until this year. I just can't do it. Like, who does that?
That's good.
Oh,
I do
yeah.
it. That's good. That's good for
You said what?
Nothing, man.
You do not do it days at a time.
It's different because we have burnout, sis. That's
okay.
We got burnout.
Yeah. So Super Bowl, man. So the Super Bowl was yesterday. Salute to the Chiefs. I'm sorry to anybody that paid them those bids. You know what I'm saying? I never go against my home. But what I want to talk about specifically is the halftime show. The halftime show with Usher. And the first part we're gonna go about with the halftime show is we're gonna get on Alicia. Y'all know that's coming. But do y'all feel like Usher delivered? Do y'all feel like Usher delivered on how big the halftime show is? You know how iconic that can be. Do y'all feel like Usher delivered on his set?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I feel like I feel like he was intentionally R&B with it. He could have went a little more pop, but he chose not to.
Yeah. So help me figure this out. So if it's about, and now let me preface this with this: Usher's my guy. To me, he the king of R&B. You can argue with your mama. To me, he the king of R&B.
You mean
Do
like
maybe the Prince? Maybe the Prince.
Like R. Kelly out the picture? Or
Yeah,
you mean,
he's king now.
yeah, you.
I mean,
wrong.
I mean, you can feel how you feel. I'm not even trying to debate that right now. So
It ain't about feelings. No, it ain't about feelings. I'm just asking, like, are you saying that? Because
I said what I said. Usher the King.
you didn't
I said
answer
it.
the question. No, you said what you said. But to answer the question is, are you saying that because R. Kelly's out of picture?
Nah, he was that for me before that. For me.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but my question is,
That's
do
great.
y'all feel? And I get it's a set. But do y'all feel like he went? And this is coming from a fan standpoint. Like a lot of his bangers, bro, he kind of cut off early. Like he ain't really get into it enough to like really even the parts he came in on. He didn't even give us the part where we loved the song the most. It was a little too much jumping for me. Like don't get me wrong, it was dope. Loved it. It ain't no bad, but y'all don't feel like he jumped around a little too much though.
You have to.
But I feel like he had to for that type of performance. It's the
Absolutely.
Super Bowl halftime. He couldn't be standing at the mic singing his heart out to us and doing confessions. Like that that would have been boring. So he had to bring the energy that he brought. And I thought it was like a perfect mix.
Me too. I think his catalog is too big, right? Like he has way too many hits to pick like 7 and just stand there and sing. So to me, the medley that they put together, even like incorporating Ludacris and Lil Jon and how they even brought in like the beats of their other songs while they were singing that was all of that was dope to me. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it was only 15 minutes. You know?
What up to Shake the Room Pod? What up to Fraser Chronicles? Brittany, what up? My bad, y'all had to check IG real quick. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying, Princess.
Oh no, I was saying, and it was only 15 minutes. Like people complaining, but it's only so much you can do in 15 minutes when your catalog is like humongous.
Yeah, for sure. I guess for me, I agree. I get why. I just think even some of the ones he hit was like a little too. Didn't even hit the part I want to hear, but that's neither here nor there, man. But I do think he delivered.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Just like when Superstar, Superstar.
Yeah, bro, like come on now.
Like, Superstar is my that is it. And then it was just like this much. And then you got to get on Alicia.
You know what I'm saying? Bro,
did he do You Remind Me? He didn't even do that, did he?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
He did a very
no. He
didn't do You Remind Me. He did You Got It Bad.
He did. My Way was
You Remind Me at the beginning. I thought he did it at the beginning.
I think he did, didn't he?
Oh, My Way was he did My Way. My Way was playing, and then Caught Up came on.
Okay.
8701. The only song he did off 8701 was You Got It Bad.
No, he did. You Don't Have to Call.
Yeah, he did do that one.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing You Remind Me though.
He didn't do You Remind.
Yeah,
he didn't do DJ Got Us Falling in Love. That's a real big pop song.
That's key to joint right there.
No, bro, that ain't even one. Jones, bro, don't even do that.
I like that song.
That's your Lewis right there, boy.
I like that song. Hey, man, I'm secure who I am. I like that song.
Yeah. No, that's really not one of my favorite Usher songs, though. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. My favorite Usher album of all time is Confessions. Like, I think it's hard to mess with that. Secondly, like my favorite Usher song of all time is Superstar, bro. I just don't. I mean, well, if that ain't my favorite, you got to break it down. I got to be able to break it down. But like that album, Superstar. But that's not for tonight, bro. I'll be up here all night. I do feel like I didn't go to his residency. I plan on going to his tour. I do feel like because of the audience, not even the time limit, like Princess said, I do feel like because of the audience, like he couldn't do certain things he probably would have did if you go to a concert. Not even song length. Right. I'm just saying performance wise, you know, with them eyes on you like that, but you can't do everything you be doing right there, but you know what I mean? I don't believe that.
I think he played it good though, because he literally gave people like a little taste, I think, for when they go to his concert, because we all know they're gonna go to the concert. So I think the whole timeline of it all, I think like he did what he needed to do for the Super Bowl halftime show. And then it's like, okay, but if you really want to see Usher, come to my show. Right. Because he put out the ticket, so like it was smooth. I think it was genius.
Definitely.
All of it.
I think it started with the Vegas jump. I think the response he got with Vegas made that. I think that tour would have happened without the Super Bowl, but the Super Bowl put the tour over the top.
Yeah.
Did any of y'all listen to the album?
Yeah.
How was it? I heard mixed reviews. I only heard a song or two.
I like it.
Okay. All right. That's
I prefer the latter end of the album versus the beginning songs, but overall, I think it's a good album.
All right. Bet. So moving to end the performance, everybody saw the picture, memes of him, and Alicia Keys embracing. I'm going to use. Did he do a little too much? Now let me explain something. I get that they're both giants. I get that they're both legends. But I just want to say that don't mean you can't do too much.
Mm-hmm.
Did my man do too much? Is what I want to know. I'm gonna say Monlack. I got a real opinion on it.
I don't think so.
Nah, well, we know you don't think
so. No, but for real, they're both performers, right? I'm pretty sure, like, her husband and I guess his now wife knew about what would possibly take place in that performance. And I also think about it from the aspect of, like, what if this was a movie? They are performers, they are entertainers, they are musicians. Mm-hmm. What if this was a movie set and they had to kiss?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Y'all don't say. It'd be a whole bunch of married actors and actresses out here tonguing people down and having sex scenes. But all they did, they just did a little embrace at the end of a song, and the world is in shambles. And that's like, I don't get it. I'm not saying that I don't understand some people's perspective, but like, it's selective outrage.
So, all right. Anybody else? Think he did or did not do too much?
The only thing I'm gonna say on it is he was doing the same thing during his residency, show after show after show after show. He got a whole song with Keke Palmer because of that. Yep. I just feel like it's like y'all can't, like, what else did y'all expect? He was doing this in Vegas the whole time.
Yeah.
True. So I hear you.
It's because it's Alicia Keys.
Nah, I don't think it's that. I actually got an opposite opinion. I think the fact that it is another star is why it could get watered down to it not being too much, because they're both performers. However, he did get curved twice when he tried to grab that thing before. He got curved twice now. He got curved twice now. So there was a conversation of like, and then even if you really look at body, and look, let me disclaimer: Usher is my guy, but he the king. They call him the domestic terrorist for a reason now. So when she first,
They call him what, bro?
Domestic terror.
Charlamagne, the guy was calling him the domestic terrorist because he was in a relationship. Y'all ain't never heard about that?
No, that is
I have.
Yeah, for sure. They be called. But look though, I'm saying if you look at when she got off the piano, he tried it the first time. She kind of gave him a cute little walk off.
She did.
He followed it. He followed like they was in the club and she touched his hand and said, "Come dance." He did it again. She was like, "No." The last one, it was like a "Come here, girl. We gotta do this for the club." And then she looked at him like, "You know, you ain't supposed to be rubbing on me like that." Now, am I tripping? I want somebody to tell me I'm tripping.
I don't.
Or y'all just don't give a damn because y'all love Usher.
Now, what I saw out of that was it didn't look like he was getting curved. It looked like it was part of the performance to me. Like it was kind of like a little push off thing. She was going with a little theme or whatever. I don't think she was curving him. Especially, by the way, at the end when they was gripped up and they was over there like, boy, she was teasing hard as hell. So, I mean, at that point, it looked like it's all genuine. They're all performers, and I agree with Princess. I mean, you're in the entertainment business, so like you said, you got married people out here doing sex scenes, tonguing each other. I mean, at the end of the day, Swiss even made a comment about it, to clear the air or whatever. I didn't see anything wrong with it. They just entertaining.
Man, okay, all right. Brittany, Asia,
they're fine to me.
Brittany, I heard you agree with me about him. No, about her curving him too.
Because I didn't see it twice, but I did see it once where I felt like he tried to grab her ass a little bit, and she like moved.
Yeah,
and that's when in my mind I'm like, okay, hold on, he getting a little handsy. And if you watched it, she never played into him.
Getting a little handsy.
He played into her a lot, except at the end, where they embrace each other, and then it was like, oh, okay, this is part of the performance. So I felt like she knew her she must have knew what Swizzy told her. Hey, listen, you go up there that crazy, you're gonna come home, it's gonna be crazy. And you could tell like that energy was projected when Usher was trying, but it wasn't. I don't think it was too much. I don't think he deliberately tried to disrespect or try to touch her in any type of way. I just feel like it was part of the performance, but Alicia definitely knew her boundaries.
Yeah. Lewis, I didn't hear you speak on it at all, bro. What's your thoughts, Brody?
Well, my wife and I, we talked about it, and I was like, well, if I did that, would it be acceptable? I was told no. So I thought it was cat and mouse. Like the references that Jermaine made to them, I think it was like the showmanship of it, element of it. I think it was a little bit of cat and mouse, right? So but I think it's good topic for conversation, but I don't think it's enough to cause a disturbance in the home.
Oh no, I don't. But I do think performer though. This is my guy. I do think him teetering the line of too much is a part of his performance. Like I think he does that. I agree, but like everybody's not like that. He does that, and I watch him enough to know. Like I'm gonna go here with it.
Yeah, because then he tried.
There was a time.
Yeah, she wasn't playing with it though.
Yeah,
he tried. Hey, but this is not a Usher performing bashing type vibe, but like he did it with Beyonce with Bad Girl back in the day, and it was like now. I think you know what you get when you got Usher performing. I don't think it's anything wrong with that. I think what you said, Luz, I never thought about was the cat and mouse aspect of performing. Like I'm chasing her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But what about Nicki Minaj? You remember that? Because she didn't look like she liked it that time.
Bro, you go a little too far, bro. You go a little too far.
But the thing is like I think that do y'all think that when they're going through like these dress rehearsals and dance rehearsals, he's not doing these things and he's just doing it live so that way they can't react or like I mean, because don't they go over this stuff?
He probably don't go as hard. Because
he probably gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna grab your ass at time 3.
Yeah. He probably a Princess meant that literally.
All right. All right.
Wow. Hey, that was wild, bro.
Like,
I'm just saying.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but dope performance and everything, man. Salute to Usher on the Super Bowl joint. I think the tour is gonna be super lit. It's definitely gonna be worth going to go see. Transitioning to, I don't know. I know one person up here is a part of the Beehive in a very legit way.
I don't even want to talk about this. To be honest,
I'm just saying what I know. Huh?
Talking about country girl.
Why not? So Beyonce's going country. Beyonce's going country. I knew something was up when I saw the hair and the way it was curled in the beard. I knew something was coming up. The commercial didn't yet. What's y'all thoughts on Beyonce going country and the 2 songs she put out thus far? The 2 songs were Texas Hold'em and 16 Carriages. First, let's start with her going country. What's y'all thoughts on Beyonce going country?
She from Texas.
Yeah.
But I will say this. This might be a bit of a conflict. I think Beyonce is starting to saturate her audience.
Oh man.
Because she had a huge tour, the Renaissance tour, the album, was great. I think artists, and this is what I appreciate about Robin Fenty, because she has been able to amass and make a name for herself outside of music and then tap into music and still dominate. Right?
For sure.
And with Beyonce, I think that she has that same, if not more, of ability. But I think by putting out music so frequently, it kind of saturates and really takes away from the allure of her as a star and as an artist. I think maybe wait a couple years before you put out the next project. You know what I mean? Like I think it gives an opportunity for people to want to hear more from you. That's just my opinion. But that's my thoughts.
All right. Anybody else on Beyonce going country?
The way that I feel about it is because I was thinking about it while I was listening to the songs. I liked one of them, did not like the other one. I liked 16 Carriages. I did not like Texas Hold'em.
For sure.
I just don't.
For sure.
I just did not like
really.
it. Yeah. I did not like Texas Hold'em at all. But I could rock with 16 Carriages. But what think is, and what I've noticed about Beyonce is that it's interesting because we talk about this a lot more with rappers than we do with R&B artists or pop artists, actually, because I consider Beyonce pop now. But thinking about how they have different characters, right? So like Beyonce actually comes to us in waves, and she just shows us different parts of herself. So like she has done the R&B thing, right? She showed us that side of her. She has done the Louisiana, New Orleans type of like vibe, right? She's done the feminist movement. Her last album, Renaissance, was all ballroom, right? For the gays, it was.
Yeah.
And so this time, I think she's just showing another part of her.
She's done Afro beats too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like
Yeah, she has.
she sure did. So I think she shows these different characters or these different like parts of her. And to be honest, I think Beyonce's at a place now. She's been married. She's had all these hits. She has her kids. I think she literally sits in the studio and she's like, "What do I feel like making this time? Yeah, let's try
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I
No,
haven't
Mhm.
done that yet. Let's go there." I just feel like she just does that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Works, some
so
doesn't.
That's
And
Brittany, not. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Princess. I'm sorry.
no, I was gonna say I agree with Asia. I feel like she's at a point in her career where it's just like she's given so much of herself, and now she's just doing whatever, like where she can really, really get creative. Put it that way. I don't want to say just doing whatever. This was not expected to me because y'all know I'm deep in the Beehive, but this is
Dripping honey.
actually for real. But this is actually a 3-act project. So Act 1 was basically she's coming to reclaim every
It's a
genre.
trilogy, right?
Yes, she's coming to reclaim every genre that's actually it's our roots. So basically, she started with like the house dance music with Renaissance. That was a dedication to her late uncle who died of HIV. And then this one is going to be country. It's rumored that the next one is actually going to be a rock and roll. And she's kind of sampled some of this stuff in the past. Like, I don't know, have y'all heard her song Daddy Lessons?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Didn't it come out
So
a few years
That's on
ago?
Lemonade,
yeah,
ain't
it was on the Lemonade album.
yeah.
She
So like she
performed on
kind
the
of
CMT Awards, right?
right on the CMAs.
CMA, sorry.
I mean, and the CMTs. You're right, Lewis. And it got all that controversy because she performed like the Dixie Chicks. So like she kind of teased us with that, and then this next era, Act 3, that's supposed to be rock and roll. I don't know if y'all know the song 6-Inch Heels
Yep.
off of Lemonade 2. That's kind of the vibe that rock and roll era that she's gonna go in with Act 3. So, but if you don't know, you don't
Rob,
know.
what up, man? Go ahead, Princess. You good? I was
Yeah.
just saying what up to people. Go ahead. You good?
Princess, I had no idea. I thought she had dominated the R&B so much. She just like, I'm getting bored over here. Let me try something else.
I'll say
Hey,
this.
what was before Renaissance? Oh, go ahead, Brittany. I'm sorry.
I appreciate her versatility, right? Like y'all have been saying in terms of exploring new avenues of music. My thing about it is like I wouldn't really call it country music. I wouldn't really call it rock and roll because you gave those examples and those are very factual, right? Daddy's Lessons, I don't hear country. Even these 2 new songs she dropped, I hear I guess I hear the country sound, but to call her a country artist, I wouldn't do that. But I don't. I mean, I don't know if that's what she's trying to sell, right? She's not trying to make herself a country artist. She's just dabbling in a taste of what it sounds like. So I can appreciate that side of it. I just wouldn't throw it in that genre completely, like a lot of people have been doing.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I think without the context, people are looking at it like how you posed the question, like what y'all think about Beyonce going country? Like it's not like this album's gonna come out and then she gonna only produce country music from now on.
Right.
Which is what some people probably think. Like, what the fuck? Like beat, you all right? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. I will say this, and I gotta give her a lot of credit on this throughout her career. She's always 3 steps ahead. Like her move is never what it seems like to us. You know what I'm saying? It's never every time she drop, every time she do something, it could seem like whatever we want it to be. She know how to get us talking, but she's already 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of what she's doing right now. She's always been that way. And Princess, I like what you said. To me, so this is the thing, and I don't want to say it was strategic, but like I just think back to the Grammys and Jay-Z talked about what he was talking about. I don't know if that was like the warm-up
part of the
effect.
rollout.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I feel like
her
that
outfit, like that big, like as soon as she had on that cowgirl outfit, that cowgirl hat, I was like, all right,
something coming.
Like, but people just thought like, what the hell Beyonce got on? Like, that's not dressy enough for the Grammys. But obviously her and Jay-Z came, they didn't give a fuck. Like Jay came and dropped the mic and they came to drop the mic and leave. Like they didn't even stay. And she showed up in a little jean skirt with a cowgirl hat on. Everybody like, what you got on? But she was telling us right then.
Yeah, for sure.
True.
And to get on the songs, I ain't gonna owe. I've learned not to critique her songs at first listen. Texas Hold'em is not my favorite initially. I really like
mine either.
16 carriages, but I'm gonna let I don't want to judge the album or the vibe off those two singles. She had to give us something when the commercial went. But salute to her. I'm pretty sure whatever she's gonna do. Hey, but really quick, one quick question I want to ask before Brittany went. What was the album before Renaissance? It wasn't Lemonade, was it?
No, it was The Gift.
That's the one with the Lion King.
Oh,
yeah. And it's everything. It's everything, and it doesn't get recognized. And before that, it was the album with her and Jay-Z. That's like the Afrobeat one.
Yeah. That's the Afrobeats one. I did like that one.
Okay, got you.
But look, I mean, she hasn't put out albums this close together though. Think about that. She normally is about a 3-year
That's
window.
why I think she's cooking up something bigger, bro. That's why I think that's the reason why she's been that aggressive.
Yeah,
that's because trilogy thing.
Right, yeah.
It's a 3-part. Okay, then that makes sense. Because I'm like, why is she putting out music this? You know what I mean? I just felt like it. I do feel like for people to take to it, I know it's her, but I think you kind of got to give it space. You got to give things space to kind of die down and then pick that momentum back up.
I think most people would have to, but I think the Beehive is so strong.
Yeah.
I don't think that she needs that space. Like I think her following
my wallet does
that strong.
My wallet does.
No, right. But think about it this way, right? Even with your wallet needing it, right? I feel like members of the Beehive now, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like they would still find a way. Even with their wallet, you see what I mean? So it's like it's B.
It would be new for me. When I look at like big artists like Bruno Mars, I like Justin Timberlake. I know we talk about Usher, but Justin, like again, Rihanna, like all these artists, they give like a 3-year window. You know what I mean? Like that back to back. I've never seen that work in Michael Jackson. I've never seen that work for anybody.
Yeah,
I will say
Mike
this.
could have done it. Mike could have done it.
I will say. But I will say, Princess, really quick question before I say what I'm about to say. Trilogy as in this number 2 or trilogy as Gifted, Renaissance, this?
No. Renaissance, this, and then What's Coming, which is alleged to be rock and roll. We won't know until she show up to another award show with some punk rock boots on, and then we'll be confirmed. I don't know. But but no, This Country is the second one.
For sure. So, Lewis, go ahead, Jeff.
To add to what Lewis was saying, she did used to space it out back in the day. And I think that's what, like you said, helped it out, because it was time we wouldn't hear from Beyonce for like 2 to 3 years, and then you'll look online and you'll see like dropping something at 12, and the world would just shut down.
Yes.
You know, that's what helped her. But the trilogy thing, I didn't know anything about. So
yeah. And honestly, I feel like when this trilogy is done, it's going to be that again. Like, to y'all's point, like, this is not normal for her. So I feel like after that, we're literally not going to hear from her for years. She's putting a lot into this. So I feel like after this, she's going to be like, y'all better go back and listen. And I'll see y'all in 5 years.
That might make sense. This may be the one she rides off in the sunset. Because, I mean, typically artists that's that established, you got to, like, think like I can't think of a woman artist that's that established this late in her career was able to do something as good as even Renaissance. Like, you know what I mean? She was pacing Taylor Swift, you know, and I know that's our girl, like, you know, Beyonce or whatever, but Taylor Swift's probably the biggest star out there right now. And she was keeping the pace with her at this age and this late in the game. So I hope it all works out and it's well received.
For sure. And to close that out, I say in the Beyonce and Jay-Z we trust. They'll get it right no matter which way they flip it. But Lewis, the last thing I'll say to what you said is I think attention span now has a lot to do with how often she drops. I think when she used to do albums in between, like, yeah, we still had streaming, but I think there was a lot more anticipation that will build up then. Now, in order to stay relevant, you kind of gotta squeeze that window down a little bit because you simply just can't keep momentum going. I just think that's what it is. Even as big as she is, you know what I mean. And I'm not gonna say that about Taylor Swift, but that's where I'm at with Beyonce, man. So now, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get into the topics of the night. Tonight's topics are from me and Asia, man. So I'm gonna start us off real, you know what I'm saying? Real good, real good, real good. So y'all know a lot of these come from like off debate type vibes. So you know what I mean? I want y'all true, honest opinion. Tonight, all my married folks are answering from a non-married perspective and married perspective, and all my single folks gonna still talk shit the way they always do. All right. So my first question of the night is this. So me and the wife have been reviewing this show, Ready to Love, and it's been provoking a lot of thoughts about how things are going. And I want y'all to answer this from an honest place, and don't give me like, oh yeah, like don't give me the 30-year-old answer. Give me the answer at each stage. Do y'all think when somebody actually decides to get into a relationship, do y'all think that people get in every relationship thinking shit gonna last forever, or some relationships you get in, you know the shit gonna end?
That was a good one.
Hey Jay, appreciate it, bro.
Not a lot of
Appreciate it, Jay. Salute to Asia, man.
You know what? I'll be the first one.
I think part of Asia, bro.
I'll be the first one to answer. I think initially when you're younger, you get into relationships thinking that everything's gonna last forever. That's just the approach that you take. And I think as you get older and through life experiences and kind of learning and growing through that, you realize that some people are put into your life and be there forever, and then some people are put in there for a season. And I think as adults, we tend to get that confused, and we keep a lot of people in our life that have ran their course and they expired, and you wonder why things are kind of going the way they are in your life. So you start looking at things different. Like you look at it like, okay, if you're in my life, that's cool, everything's great. But if you do decide to leave, like I understand that people do run their course. So as I got older, I started thinking like that. But younger me, nah. If we said we locked in, that means your ass here forever.
But you saying now that you're older, it's like you don't necessarily go into it thinking it's going to end, but that idea is always there for you now. Like things run its course, is what you say.
Yeah, because anything in life you have to be able to adapt and move on. And if you don't have that ability to do that, you'll be stuck.
Okay, for sure. All right, big facts, big facts. Jay, hit him with the big facts. Why?
Yeah,
Anybody else thoughts on that question? Do you think people get into things to be forever type loves all the time, or do you think some people get into things knowing that this got a time limit on it, this got a time frame on it?
People definitely do. They get on it knowing that it has a time frame on it. It's just a matter until when you get tired of whatever it is that you in. Because people get into stuff for different reasons.
That's
they
true.
may just be attractive. What Johnny just said, like whoever might have a little bit of money, like people get into relationships people get into relationships for various reasons. So yeah.
My bad, Princess. I just seen Johnny comment. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That man.
My bad. I think this, yo. I think that people. I like Jay's point, because I guess you got to get into something that you think is forever and it ends to know that the next one could potentially end. But I think if you get into it, this is going to sound a little crazy, but I believe this. If you don't have any other reasons besides liking somebody to get in a relationship, you think forever. Like if there's nothing else that came into play besides your bond with them, loving them, and you want to grow, I think you get into it forever. I think when we get into things with other stipulations on it or other conditions, if you will, I think that's when it's like, okay, these things got to go right for this shit to stay here. And we know that when we come into it. You know what I mean? Rarely, if ever, do we get into something that feel good, we vibe good, and we think this ain't this. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is after that first day. You go get that hotel and you go in there and everything, that magic happen. You like, oh, this is going to be forever. Now, if conditions come on, if I got into this with conditions, it's like, damn, I know if these conditions happen, then I know this is going to be over.
Yeah.
Louis B.
That's a good point.
Brittany, I'm gonna throw it to you, Asia. I want to hear y'all perspective.
Oh man, I think to Princess's point, I think it's based on what you get into the relationship. Sometimes I'm in a relationship because you're the only person that's here. You're the best of what's available. So that's the truth.
That's true though.
Yeah.
But as I begin to expand There's more available to me, and
Clip that.
yeah. So so I think it's based on the reason why you get into that relationship. That really depends. If I see myself going out and I see myself becoming something else long term, and you just a girl from around the way. If you can't evolve, if that ain't your plan, I kind of know that I'm gonna probably have to drop you off.
Would you get in a relationship with that person though?
Yeah. That's all I have right now. Sometimes I need companionship. Sometimes you need that, you need that available to you.
And sometimes forever to add, I don't know if this is adding to you or not, Lewis. Sometimes that forever changes when people in their proximity, they're not used to having a lot of people around and getting a lot of attention. So it seemed like forever to them now because it's like, this is the best I can do. Then when they blow up or they get around other people, it's like, wait a minute, nah, this shit ain't forever because I got this person, this person, this person.
Yeah.
I think too.
So, Jay, I'm gonna say something to what Jay said, but I want to hand it over to Brittany's opinion first. Then I'm gonna say, because Jay, you said something really good I want to tap into real quick. Go ahead, Brittany.
I don't know. I guess I agree too. Looking back, I could say that people are in relationships with an expectation, right? And to Jay's point earlier, like when you get let down or when you see like another side or something that doesn't feel good, or you sick and tired of being sick and tired and you finally leave, then for your next person, it's almost kind of like, okay, this can potentially end, whether it's going good or not. So I think you have to go through something. I agree. You have to go through something first to then understand, like, okay, there's a possibility that these, no matter how good they're going, these relationships can end. And that's, I mean, at least for me anyway, that's eliminating expectations for folks.
Asia, what's your opinion? Then I'm gonna tap into something that Jay said before I hand it off you for the second. What's your opinion on the forever verse? This shit gotta end.
I think that I'm a little conflicted. I do think that sometimes people do, right? Like they get into things, like for women, I am going to be very general when I say what I'm going to say. I think for women, sometimes they low key know that it's probably not going to last forever. So they know it's going to end, but it's like, hopefully I'll be the one to change his mind. So hopefully I'll be the one that makes it forever for him. But I know it probably, like, I think in the back of women's minds, sometimes they know that it's probably going to end, but then they do all the things to try to like be in that close proximity, to, to try to be the forever for him. Now, whether it happens or not, who knows? But I think sometimes women have, we can be a little delusional, right? I would say that, and prideful. I think on the male side of it, no, for real. But I think on the male side of it too, one thing that I've heard is that like men sometimes they don't get with the person that they actually love. They get with the person when they're ready, right? And so with that, I think it's something that's also like, okay, because I did so and so wrong and I really really loved her. Shorty's in front of my face and she's doing all the things. And so to Lewis's point, I do want companionship. She's making herself available. The one that I really loved, but I hurt her real bad. She don't want nothing to do with me. So she's here. So let me just do it. Now, is it gonna last forever? I don't know. Because the one I really wanted it to last forever with, I already messed that one up. So we'll see, maybe, but she's here. So I think on both ends, I think there's scenarios where both parties know it might not last forever, but it's like it might.
So I just want to say, Asia, there's something you said that I'm definitely gonna clip.
No, don't clip that. I think she meant naive, not delusional.
Can you not tell her what she meant, Brittany?
Thank
you, Kenan. I was gonna say that.
I know what I said, but I have to be real about it because I think that we are.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Do.
I like it.
I think that we can be.
Thank you. You said are or can be.
You see,
the part that you want to clip, I stand on what I said. The part you want to clip is when I said women we can be delusional. That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I said because I think it's true.
So let me ask you this, Asia. Let me ask you this: who do you think tends to be more prideful, men or women? I know you said can be. I was just trolling. I know you said can be. Yeah. Who do you think tends to be more prideful, men or women?
I think men can be, for sure. I think men can be more prideful. I think their egos are just front and center constantly. That's what I think. But the reason why I said prideful, and that's actually the word that I probably could have replaced with something. But it's just because I think women, we really want to be that one. Just because I think we do, whether it's because of society or whatever type of pressures, like we do want to be that one, right? And so most times, at least in the traditional sense, we're not the ones that are proposing. We're not the ones, that are doing all the things. And so
You guys got to get chose.
We exactly, and I think that's a lot of pressure. And so, and we already know the ratio of men to women and all that stuff. So I think it's like, on some level, it is a competitive thing for women. And then I do think, and it is, whether we just say it or not, you know what I'm saying? I think sometimes men will give us those little crumbs. And because of that, I think that's when we then have a fantasy, right? Like we will then create this fantasy. And I did say I was generalizing, right? So this is not for all women or anything like that, but it is like this fantasy that then gets created of like, okay, so if I just do this, then I will be the one for him, right? And it's like, no, sis, he's being inconsistent, right? Like, no, sis, he's not doing all these things. But for us, we bypass all those things because what we want so badly is to be the one.
Yeah.
And to be
what I tell y'all about red flags.
That carnival life. You reckless, princess. You reckless. So I want to tap into something Jay said earlier. And then I'm gonna hand it off to Asia. Jay said something to the extent of, and Jay, correct me if you remember the whole line, said something like, we always, at the time, it's the best we can do, right? Do y'all feel like, and Lewis said something kind of opposite, saying like, you were there and I needed you, and it's what I had at the time. Do you think people always get in relationships with the other person they think is the best they can do? Like, do you think that's where people end up at with the best they can do, or they always end up at with what they can get? Does my question make sense?
Yeah, I think people are as faithful as their options. So, I mean, if they don't have a lot of options, they gonna be, and it's just, it goes with proximity, it goes with a lot of different things. But you're only as faithful as your options. If you got a guy out here with multiple options, he's gonna look at the situation different. Now that goes back into what Asia was saying as far as like it's a challenge, so you gotta feel like, okay, I gotta put my A game first and all that stuff. But a real person and a real man, you'll see their true character when they have all the options and they still choose you. That's when they come out. Once a person has everything and then they make that choice, that's when you can tell a person's true character. Not when they don't.
That was deep.
They'll make
that was good.
That was good, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
For sure.
Appreciate that.
Ladies, what do you all think being on the other end of that? Being that, and let me say, major salute on that trend. That's real about the competitor, because I don't think a lot of guys, because of the times we in, I don't think that's really a talked about thing enough. And I'm gonna tell you what made me what struck a nerve for me. I hate to keep referring to this, but watching Ready to Love, a guy came in, and when a new guy comes in versus when a new girl comes in, it's a whole different energy. Like when a new guy enters, dudes aren't like, "Hey, bro," like it's like, "Oh, what's up, bro? Like, what's going on?" When a new woman come in, it's like, "Okay, like she that." And I wonder if that's always to the point of the competitive nature of things. Like, okay, let me see what she about. Boom, boom, boom. Is that that kind of the notion of like the competitiveness? Why women kind of, I don't want to say like why women kind of grill that competition from that standpoint. Like, isn't they're not always welcoming to outside line? I'm gonna say. I want to know, because I don't feel like guys do that at all.
Y'all don't like square each other up, low key, like for real.
Earth 99. So it's gonna sound bad. I'm gonna be super G with you. Like, me personally, nah, I don't feel that threatened by nobody. It don't matter where I'm at. I just don't. Like, no matter the room of women, no matter the room of guys, like that might not be my room. It ain't gonna be no infringement on my confidence with myself though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see the threat that way. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Like, you know what I mean? That's like everybody ugly to somebody, no matter how cute you think you are. So you could be in the wrong room and be, you know what I'm saying, unattractive. I shouldn't say ugly. Be ugly in this room.
Unfortunate looking.
unfortunate looking. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Yeah.
But hey, so fellas, do y'all do that? Do y'all size other guys up or feel that way when that energy is met, or y'all know y'all both hunting?
Nah, I mean, may the best man win.
Yeah,
is it like that because y'all have so many options? Like, no, so it's just like
I like that when you know what you bring to the table. Like at the end of the day, everybody's not gonna like what you know. They're not gonna like everything about you, but you have to be confident within yourself to know, like, okay, you know what, this is another guy in the room. Okay, I'm 5'11", he's 6'4". Mm-hmm. Okay, at the end of the day, that doesn't matter because her preference might be a 5'11" guy, or my thing now is, okay, she's in the 6'4" guys. Now I'm about to make her like a 5'11" guy. She ain't even know like him. Like that's how we. I'm not. Yeah. I mean,
I think I'm thinking about it from a perspective of like, let's just say it's a club scene, and it's like women are plentiful. I feel like y'all don't necessarily have to be intimidated because it's like, look at all these, look at all these women. But for the women, it might be only one tall dude in the club, and it's like, well, damn, we all want him, like versus it might be a lot of ass.
I agree. I think the thing in that is like I hate to keep going back to hunting, but like it's a whole herd of zebras. You're gonna pick out the one you want and go after it. So like I think that may apply to when you in a space of like fruitfulness, but it's like I'm not there with eyes on nothing, so I'm not gonna really care about no vibe like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not there for that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I come in and you lock in and that's something that the energy's here and I'm in this square here, then that's gonna hit different, princess, if she's like, nah, because the energy square here. You understand what I'm saying? So I think to your point, I think it's about like what I'm there for. And I'll say it like this. This is what I learned the older you get. Is also I get attraction and all that. I don't think no guy can keep you from what you can see when you meet him. That's me personally. So you're gonna have to peel back from that after a while. So no guy can keep you from what you see when you meet him. Mm-hmm. That's my thought on that. But that's it on that subject. We went a little long, but Asia, I'm gonna hand it over to you, man. Let's get it.
All right, y'all. So I had this thought, right? Just thinking about like how much do y'all trust y'all friends, right? Like how do you really care for them? Mm-hmm. So one of the things I was thinking about, and we always talk about like relationships and stuff like that, right? So let's just say your friend, they have a person, right? So whether it was somebody that was the last of the pickings, whether it was somebody that was just there, who knows, however they got with them, right? But let's say like they show up and you're meeting them like, oh, meet my girl, meet my dude, whatever, and you're like, no. Like in your head, you're seeing their interaction. It's not good. You don't like this person for them. You don't like the way that they're talking to them, what they're saying, how they're treating them. Do you say something to your friend about like, would you actually say things to your friend about their partner that they're dating, like the person that they're dating? Especially if you know that they like them. Like, let's say like, it's like, no, like this is my person.
Yeah, like, get them.
After the first interaction, or you're saying like, are you
like you're it could even be you're around them, like you're around, like you've been around, you see how they interact, they're like, yo, like your boy's like, this is my lady, like she's it. You're thinking like, how?
Yeah,
she's being disrespectful, she's over here, like what do? You say something?
But hey, look, now that's they person in their eyes. They like them. That's like it.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care because I have to deal with that. Like, and I'm saying that as a friend. Like when my, like, if my friend's heart is broken or something, a lot of times people on the outside, the people closest to us, we see the red flags. It's not a carnival because I don't want to be on his ride. So when I see the red flags that my friend probably already sees, but she is just enjoying the carnival right now. So as a friend, if this is someone who she thinks is her person, but I'm seeing all this stuff, I'm going to bring it to your attention in a loving way and let you know, hey, this is what I see. This is my opinion as one of your close friends. You know, if you want to stay, stay. If you want to leave, like I understand, but I feel like I would be less of a friend if I don't bring that to you.
That's what's up.
And it's not easy. It's not easy to do. Like sometimes, because people get in their feelings. You talk about their person, like people get in their feelings about that. But I would rather tell you as your friend than for me to just hold my tongue.
Unsolicited?
Unsolicited, yeah.
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 That's probably, and Princess, I agree with you 100%, except the part that it's not easy, because it's more than easy for me.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
No, I'm just saying because people are defensive, you know, like that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And so right. And I don't care. Like at that point, I'm not gonna be rude about it, right? I'm not gonna pop off about it, but it's not hard for me to tell you like he's trash. What are you doing? Especially when
somebody's person.
No, but especially when your friend has a tendency of dating the same type of person. Right? Like, girl, at some point you got to understand, like, you're attracting this spirit, like you're attracting this type of individual that you can't let go of. It seems like every dude has this about him. So I'm gonna have to tell you, because you're so blindsided. I don't know if it's trauma bonding. I don't know what it is, but he's not the person for you, because I had to sit there and watch you go through the last dude that was like that. And then the dude before that was like that too. So why do you keep setting yourself up for failure? There's so many dudes out here and you keep going to the same one. I mean, like, first impressions go a long way for me. I can tell off bat if you're that type of nigga. If you're obnoxiously like disgusting, I'm gonna tell you, girl, he's not it. I'm telling you, y'all are not a match. So I don't know. I don't have a problem.
Would it be easier? Would it be easier for you to say something if you met the dude like sooner? Because what if your friend lives in a whole other state, your friend's not near you, and then it's like this, like he just proposed, or this, we just went on this vacation and he gave me the promise ring. I don't even know if people do that anymore, but or whatever. Like he's taking it the next step, right? Like, would you still feel comfortable telling your friend, like, sis, I know you have a whole ring. I know you really think he's the one, but no. Like, what if you meet? Is there like a too late?
No.
No, I don't think it's a too late, because I feel like, again, I did my part as a friend.
So they stay with him. What do you do?
I'm there for my friend, because that's still my friend. But at least I told you how I feel.
Yeah.
Especially like with the people who closest to me, like I have a very small tolerance. Like I don't play about mine. So if I sense any like disrespect, like some people take disrespect from their partner because they just feel like they have to. But I can keep stuff like that, you know, as a friend. So like I don't take kindly to stuff like that. But you may and he just no. You know, like that does not work for me.
That girl, hell boy, she'll be playing.
I'm not on his ride. So with that being said, you know, like if I'm picking up on things like that, you know, it could be signs of abuse. It could be anything that your friend is not necessarily picking up on or realizing that it's happening to her. I'm gonna definitely bring it to her attention. I don't care if it's like you about to get married in a month and I just met him. Because you don't have to make it down the aisle.
Or you about to get divorced in a week.
Yeah.
Fellas,
what y'all think, fellas? Yeah. What is from y'all's perspective? Your homeboy comes and shorty's just not. What do y'all do? I'm interested to know this one.
You ready? It's simple. You ready? Hey man, you sure about old girl? That's it.
Hey, little straight like that.
Hey, make sure about old girl. All right, that's it.
Now, what reasons would you say that, Louis? Like, is it just the way is it her appearance, or like the way she acts?
Honestly, I've learned not to give unsolicited advice to people, because if that person is as egregious as I think, it will reveal itself at some point. And if that's my friend, it'll come up, and then that's my opportunity to provide my perspective. So, because if I'm unprovoked and I provide an opinion, and that person anytime that person comes to me, they're in their mind, I'm probably not going to be as subjective to offer an opinion. So I think that's why it's important to maybe not provide and voice opinions unprovoked. But I think it depends, and then the level of, I don't know, demeanor, whatever it is that would be like, if it's physical, then I'm like, hey bro, you're gonna end up in jail dealing with this shit. If it's abuse, in any other ways, I mean, I think that's maybe a different pathway into that conversation. But if you like it, I love it. I'll ask, and then once you give me a response, I think, hey, do you? That's it.
So,
Jay.
Well, a few things. First of all, to add what Princess was saying about her homegirl, you can tell her all that all day. Like you said, she gonna be at that carnival trying to get a wristband. She not nothing you talking about because she's sitting there only thinking about how she feel about the guy. In all honesty, I can see it from both angles. Being on the side of like you being in the situation and looking at it from a friend's point of view. So being in the situation, what'll happen is if your friend is coming to you giving you that advice about a person that you are feeling good about or feel like that's your person, if you come to them or they come to you with that information, you may not come back to them and tell them all the things because you feel judged at that. So you start weaving your way through different things, leaving stuff out. Sometimes it's intentional, sometimes not. But then you start to understand, like, dang, I feel like I can't be 100% vulnerable with this person because I feel like I'm going to be judged. And the only reason why I think you feel like that, because deep down inside, you're making a dumbass decision. But you'll sit there and try to justify you making the dumbass decision because it's what you want to do or what you think you want to do. Coming from a friend standpoint, I would want to be the friend to say that to a person of, hey, yeah, I don't think that person is right for you or how I feel about it. But when a person is standing so close to it, they can't see it.
Yeah.
You can't see it. So you're going to continue to just say, okay, I get what you're saying. But I think it could damage a lot of friendships too when you keep pushing the envelope. Because I think really a person could grow resentment towards you. They could feel like, like you just don't want to see me happy. When all actuality, that person and that friend is coming from a place of love. And I think it gets, misjudged. And it can do a lot of damage.
What if but see, my concern with that is if it starts to do damage to that individual, to my friend, I think that's a point where you have to maybe take some ownership and maybe put yourself out there and maybe unprovoked or not, and give your suggestion. If it's not anything, if it's just like, if it's not something that is doing them harm, is it worth the conversation?
It just depends on it depends on what it is.
Yeah.
And I also feel like you don't keep pushing like you don't have to keep bringing it up. Like after I state my piece, every time I talk to you, I'm not going to be like, I don't like your relationship, right? Like, I think you should leave. Like, no, I'm not that type of friend. Like, I'm just going to have a heart to heart with you. And, like, girl, this is what I'm saying. I don't, certain things I've, picked up on, blah, blah, blah. But every time we get on the phone, I'm not going to constantly bash your partner because then that's just not nice. And that's when it can really be perceived as like, are you jealous? Like, do you not just want me happy? So I feel like if you're going to give unsolicited advice, just give it. And then the ball is in their court at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question. What if it's, and this is for the men, because I think the women may have a different perspective on this. What if it's a woman that's for the streets and your homeboy didn't know? Like sister been ran through the block.
Jesus.
And he has no idea. Are you then telling him?
Hey, that actually happened one time, but yeah.
Hey Jay, you talking about the story? You talking about what I'm about to say?
Hey, boy, I'm about to put a glass down on you. Hey, boy.
So, hey, I told myself 2024 ain't no more Earth 99. You know what I mean? Like, I've done that, and they stopped talking to me. For real, bro. Like, yeah. I've done. I've been in a situation where, like, you talk and you'd be like, you know what I'm saying? It was physical. That don't mean nothing because I guess I'm being away. But even at the time, it was physical distance between us. And when I had called, we were rap he said he had a girl. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Cool. I'm not no, so let me say this. I'm not no dude that's gonna dig deep in your business like that. You say, I got something I'm cool with. Okay, cool. It ain't got nothing to do with me. So a little time went by from the progression standpoint of, they started getting serious or whatever. And Brody told me her name and I knew her. And I'm like, oh no, she a hoe, right? That's really what happened.
Is that how you said it?
Y'all know me. I'm gonna change.
Yeah, but I'm hell. All right.
But in a situation like that, you gotta say it like that though.
Hey, context. I was very, very, very young. But this is the thing. The thing was like, that's like, say, let's use us three right here. And we were all in a general space at one point in time. So even though we may know somebody, we may know different perspectives of this person in a general space, right? But the one thing we do know is this. But everything else may be a little more based off the experience. Okay. So I thought that was the one thing we knew.
No.
So me not asking questions, I didn't know. So when he said, I was like, "Oh," it was like one of them. I'm like, "Oh, don't you know we all know this, right?" And bro, stop talking to me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I had Keita was there for this too. Lewis, I don't know if you was there too, but I had a similar situation like this too.
Oh my God! yeah. You gotta tell that story. That was crazy. Jay's out of pocket.
To this.
Jay was out of pocket.
Nah, I wasn't, bro. No. She was. Okay, so let me give you out of context. So, guy went to school with we was playing football or whatever. And we was all out there on like a Sunday, just on some regular flag football, just chilling.
Yeah.
So my man was just talking about his shorty. So we like, okay, cool, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? We ain't really out here for all that. So a shorty pulled, like he started like saying her name or whatever. And then the joint clicked to me. I'm like, nah, he ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, shorty, because but if you say for the streets, then you got her. It's like the streets is like here, then her. Like she's in her own lane. So I'm like, nah. So when he said the name, I'm like, nah, bro, you can't be talking about who I think. So I felt like at that time, which I was young, it was in my, best interest to let him know, like, hey, bro, like she been ran through, like, and all the way around. And he was
let me tell you, bro. We sit in a group, and Jay giving y'all the nice version. We sit in a group. And the dude like flaunting about his girl, like, yeah, bro, like my that. She say a name, and I swear this was Jay's demeanor on everything. Jay was like, "That's your girl,
man."
And then he said everything he said. Boy, when he did that, I was like, "Oh my God!"
Because I felt bad. Felt like as brothers, man, don't nobody, and I think females too. Nobody wants to be out here looking stupid. Everybody got a pass. Yeah, everybody. Right. But it's like at some point, it's like, yo, did you know all of these things before you? Did you know some of them?
I will say this. Let me give a disclaimer. Streets is subjective to discretion. If you like if she was doing her and the whole world don't know, like, is that still considered for the streets? Or the world got to know for her to be for the streets?
Nah, she for like indoor track. She ain't really outside. She like,
oh, you stupid. But do y'all get what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
Is there a difference? Like if everybody don't know she's still for the streets, she out here doing her thing. She got a mean discretion level with it. Does that mean she for the streets still?
She still might be for the streets, but she's not in the streets.
Yeah.
Okay. And what I will say to the crazy joint, I don't give advice to happy people. You ain't about to start hating me. Hell no. I gotta wait till something happen. Then I'll tell you if you ask me. I ain't saying nothing to nobody. If I peep it and you super happy head over heels, I ain't saying nothing. Hell no. You ain't about to start hating me.
Can I ask this though? Do men, right? Like when you meet your homeboy's like person, right? Is there an expectation that they're gonna ask you what you think about them, that like because like for women, if you're bringing your dude around, you already know we've had a pre-conversation. I'm looking to see all the things, and we're gonna have a post meeting about what I just saw. Like, and we don't have to say that it's gonna happen. It just does. Like as women, there's already like this thing of we're gonna have a conversation about what I just saw, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And so the whole unsolicited thing when it comes to women, I think is different because there's like this underlying, there is gonna be unsolicited, period. Like it like literally period. It doesn't, you don't necessarily have to ask for it.
I feel like with guys,
is it, yeah, how is it for y'all?
I feel like it comes up in conversation. It's not intentional conversations around it. If it does, it just comes up. You know what I mean? Like we could be talking about football. You know what I mean? And somebody can bring up, oh yeah, how you and old girl? That's it. I mean, it's just not we don't care about this.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah,
I'm trying to be nice about it. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, Asia, I'm gonna tell you what play against you in the scenario. You say most times, if she's his girl, if she's your homeboy girl, we genuinely meet her for the first time when we see her in person. Like a dude gonna be more protective about the one he with. Like he's not gonna be sharing that. And he may talk about her. We may know her name, but like seeing her, meeting with her, vibing with her is probably like we ain't gonna do the whole Inspector Gadget on the front end. We're not gonna do that. So when we meet her, that's a real thing. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I shouldn't say that.
We use other women for that, actually. Now that I think about it,
I will say that
we use other women for that purpose.
So,
tell me more.
Yeah, what do you mean?
You use other women.
So, like, if it's like a platonic relationship, like a woman, that's who will give us I guess, had to vet them for us. Kind of like what you guys are saying, your process. Men kind of use that process too, whether it's a sister or a cousin, or again, a platonic friend. That's who gives the okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not thinking deep. We, like you said, we in conversations like, yeah, man, I'm sorry talking to Curtis. Oh, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, so y'all see the game last night? Like we
that's it.
I just unless I go in the room and it's somebody I knew, we're not about to be Eskimo brothers. Now that's not gonna happen.
So you say something like right in front, like if you know her personally.
We going to the bathroom, man. Hey, bro, let me holler at you real quick, bro. Hey, man, cut. Enjoy the night. Cut.
But he's happy.
No, not no more. Cut. Cut. Nah, man. I'm gonna tell you why. Scenario. Either way it go.
Oh man.
I'm with we about to become Eskimo brothers, right? We ain't know before this moment. Think about if she liked him more than she liked you and she get mad at you one time. Got me fucked up. No.
I ain't gonna take it like that. I messed around and did that one time.
Was you the second Eskimo brother?
I was second, because I knew I just came into the place, but my boy told me everything that what was going to take place, and it happened just like
that. Damn. Hold on, he told you before, and you still went and did it?
Yeah, I had the answers to the test. Boy, I was young. Proximity.
Dang. Still want to go do it. Yeah, he had the answers to the test.
Yo. So we go anybody. Oh God, yeah, no, we definitely ain't become Eskimo brothers like that. No, hell no. Hold on, so never mind. Hey, so last question for the night. Hold on, Asia. Even though I know you gave it, I didn't hear you say anything on that.
I didn't.
No, you saying something?
What am I doing? Yeah, no, I'm gonna say something. I usually, but the way that I do it, I really am, and I'm sure y'all could figure this out. I'm like the therapeutic friend. So I'm the type that I'm gonna say, okay, sis, so like, what are the things that you like about him? What like some of like the things that you really you're not feeling? And then once she says like he's cool and everything's great, I mean, sometimes he could be like, I peeped that, yeah, I did notice that too. And then it's like, girl, wait, you noticed that? Yeah, girl, that don't really bother. Like, how often are you seeing it? Like, I'm doing the whole like, I'm gonna make you like you because I know you see it.
Yeah.
Like I know you see it. So I'm gonna make sure that you see it and I also see it. So that
That's
whether you
good.
decide to stay or not, you know you see it. You can't
That's,
because you've been telling me you see it. I'm just agreeing with you, sis.
For
But
sure.
that's usually how I do that one. But I am gonna say it. Are you happy
Yeah.
for real? Like you
Yeah.
you feel do you feel and here's my line, you feel seen in her?
Oh man, you making sure
oh,
they
Okay.
break up.
I
yeah,
just
you
want to make
be
Yeah.
sure. I
You
just want to
about
making
it.
sure they don't. You
because the
making sure
thing
they don't
is
stay
that
together.
And
because
seen
the
and
thing
heard.
is
She
that
going through.
usually because with my girlfriends, like we have a lot of conversations about like the type of man that we want to be with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if
Mhm.
I see that he is not that type,
Mm-hmm.
then I want to make sure. Then I always ask those questions to my friend because she's already said this is the type of dude. So it's one of those like, oh, like he's cool, but maybe I could do better. Right? Like
Yeah.
for me, I feel like as a friend, my thing is to make you question your thing because like Princess said earlier, if she's gonna say she's gonna stay,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? But I want to be the friend that's like, okay, let's critically think about this.
So I'm with you. And I think that's a beautiful segue into our last question of the night. I think that was a excellent one. So Asia just spoke on like her and her friends, like they talk about the type of man they want, they see the type of things he should have, this, that, and the third. Now, I want you to take the question I'm saying for the literal sense. And all married folks are answering as, you know, I'm gonna say as single folks, but we still answering as married. Would you all go on a blind date that was set up by your friends? A true blind date. You don't get the DM, you don't get the picture, you don't get all that stuff. Would you all go on a date with somebody that your friend set up for you? No, none of the information that you usually get. A straight up blind date. How much do you trust your friend? And who do you love?
Ooh.
Mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Hey, that's crazy.
No, I'm not going.
Hey, Jay said, yeah, that's crazy.
Boy, that's
Talk about if
crazy.
you trust your friends. Would y'all go on a blind
Right.
date, a real blind date with
Brittany said no
a
already.
setup from your
Out
friend?
the gate.
Nah.
Huh?
No, my friends. No, man. No, my friends. My we have very different tastes. Even though they know that, I guess the type of dude that I'm into, my friends they overlook a lot of things that I don't, and I feel like I'd get to that table and laugh in that man's face and leave. Like that's the type of dude that they would set me up with. Nah, I'm not.
Hey, y'all remember that? Hey, Brittany, it kind of remember. What was that movie? Was it Deliver Us from Evil? When they would sit there and say, "Hey, yo, Julia," like they'll set you with a dude like.
Yo, Jay, you stupid. You stupid.
Yeah.
Prince says, Jay, what y'all going on that date? Your friends set it up. Y'all trust your friends, right?
Yeah, I trust my friends.
Yeah.
Like, cause I feel like they know me, they know my preference. And I trust them. I do it.
Okay, all right, bro.
I
Yeah,
like, off the people that I got in my corner, I would do it. It would be sketchy at first though, because especially with that one, him, like all my people, like they could be funny sometimes, and I feel like they could low key hit me with the thing that Brittany was talking about, like trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? And
if I'm being transparent, bro, if I'm included in that circle, I'm gonna be really real. I know I'm being funny. I really believe that when I picked her, I know you'll be satisfied when you walk in the door, because I really do know that type.
Gotcha.
Another friend got to pick the conversation piece.
Yeah.
Like, I know I can pick your type. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being real. Like, I know I can pick your type. All right, boom, baby, boom.
For sure.
But the other stuff, somebody else got to help me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Princess, what's your thoughts?
That's good. I feel like if all my friends could chip in, then maybe. I'm just not a fan of stuff like that. Throw me a surprise party. Like I don't throw me a surprise party. I don't want a blind date. Yeah. Because I don't want to say I don't like surprises, because I do like surprises, but not like
would you
in
go
that
on a date
area.
that was set up by your friends?
Would I
Would
go
you
on
go
a
on a
date
date that was set up by your friends?
Probably not.
Damn. What part of it?
I just told you, like when it comes to dating, like I need my hand in that. Like I'm too controlling of that situation. I don't think I would trust my friends, even though I feel like they know what I would like. I don't think I would trust them to bring me somebody who I might not necessarily be annoyed once I get to the table.
So you think they could pick, like I said, you think they could pick this part?
Yeah, they could pick that. And I also feel like that's why I say it would have to be multiple of them, right? So let's use, y'all know Brittany, right? So
Yeah.
Brittany feels like I like corny men, like Russell Wilson, right? So, but Brittany might, if I left it only to her, Brittany might send me somebody who is like, I seriously feel like it's a cornball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because in her mind, Russell Wilson is a cornball, but I don't feel like it. But I feel like if I left it to her, she would truly send me somebody who I felt like is a cornball, and I'd be pissed. So that's why I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know.
So there's a distinction between corny and cornball.
Yeah.
I mean, cornball is like super overly corny. But I mean, in that situation, I'm just saying, like.
So what makes that super overly corny? Like y'all first meet and he like, where my hug?
Yeah.
Yo, Jay, you stupid. I hate Jay, bro.
At this big age,
Jay, bro. I hate him, man.
At this big age, that is cornball behavior. For sure. Do not wear my hug at me. Don't do that.
What if he got a shirt on that say "Where my hug"?
Oh man, he's done. Hey, get him up out of there. But so let me ask this: if you had to, do you know if you could only pick the two friends that will have to pick your date? Because if everybody, look, Princess, if all your friends need a hand, hot damn now.
Yeah, I probably know the two friends. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Asia, I'm gonna flip to you. Then I'm gonna go last. What, Asia? You trusting it?
Here's the thing. No, I don't. But I'm going. I'm going for the storyline. I'm going for the plot. I'm going to get a go laugh.
Yeah.
I'm going to see who are they bringing to the table. That's what I'm going for. But I'm honestly not going with the expectation that is going to pan out to be anything. But I would go hands down. And it's only because like I have a personality type. I do not have a physical type. Everybody that I've dated, they look completely different. Like completely different.
Right.
And so, but all their personalities are very, very, very similar.
So physical attraction don't matter to you?
It's not that it doesn't matter to me because I still have to find them attractive, but I don't have like a on paper type. Like I thought that I did. And I have dated someone that was like my on paper type, but looking at who I've dated, none of them look the same. Like not even remotely close to each other. And it's because for me, I can still be attracted to someone that's not like my type, I guess. I'm just attracted to them, but it's their personality. They all have all of them have the same type of personality.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, because this happens in real life. Could you be in a situation where initially, does this guy stand a chance? Initially, attraction, but his personality, it matches your type. Will time spent change that physical look to you for that guy, or you need something there to even give the personality a chance?
No. Something has to be there.
Okay.
But I don't have to think that he's like the most gorgeous man ever though. Like if I can be honest, like if he has a nice smile, this is gonna sound crazy, but if he has a gorgeous smile and like a good I'm just laughing the whole time and all that kind of stuff, and a good hairline, like a solid haircut. I'm not being funny. That really takes a man. That really does take a man. Like it takes him a long way. Out in a good solid cut. That really does take a man a long way. So
how do you feel about products in the hairline?
No, man.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Casket ready. Like,
so if you had a good date, you wake up in the morning, that do-rag come off, something don't look the same. That he done with.
You done got hat fit.
That's a problem. That's what got you here. That's what got you here.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, she's gonna be on a date like doing shit like, you gotta take your hat off, while we inside, like doing stuff like that. That's how you expect. She in there checking niggas' hairlines.
Just go bald. I can't stand that.
But if he bald, ain't got the hairline, so you'll go. So they can be bald.
Yeah, it can be bald.
Oh, you saying hairline? So I thought you had to have hair. So you like smiling hairline? I thought you prefer hair.
No. But even if he's bald though, like it can't be like you ain't shave it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have like a weird head where it's like, why did you go bald? You know what I'm saying?
Louis,
like why?
Hairline.
It's stupid. A lot. Like it's So if you could pull off being a baldy, then go for it. Because don't have your hairline looking crazy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you, man.
That's real though, because a lot of women actually say that. Like nowadays, that's for real though.
So I think it's this. I think it's easier for her to have met you that way. Have that hairline when you meet her, and then that thing got to go bald while she being with you. It's a different little type of transition. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on. Like it was already looking crazy?
No, I think if it's already looking crazy, it's an easier transition. You say, hey, look, man, let that go. Yeah. But if I met you and I'm straight, then 2 years later, I start to.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
It's harder for me. I'm like, man.
But even that same,
no.
Like, because a lot of times when we roll over, we might wake up and your hairline's on the pillow. We gotta go. Because you me. Like
they using the wrong products, bro.
Hey, Britt. Hold
you know the product?
Hold on, still on the pillow like this.
Aisha, you know the product.
You know the product.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. I actually don't. I don't. So I'm not going. Hey, look. I'm not gonna get into how I know. hey, look. It ain't got. I'm not. But I will say this. I think. Louis Thomas will get some hose spray. Man, hey, bro, go ahead, man.
Easy.
I don't know. I guess his phone died. So I will say this to the original questions of blind date with my friends, man. I want to be real with you. Definitely gotta be all of them. But I don't know. I don't know if I've ever properly. I don't know. I know I got a type. I'm not gonna lie. I know they'll get that part right. I don't know if I ever, outside of them knowing my wife, I don't know if I've ever expressed what type of woman. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if I've ever really rapped about that. So I would go. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you why I would. Honestly speaking, like I'm not too high on myself to think I'm better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I think everybody could. And I don't think they'll pick somebody that'd be like, oh hell no. Now it would have to be like some type of peace treaty, knowing that they not being funny. Exactly. It would have to be that because I don't trust them on that level about being funny. If it was serious, like yeah, I would. I definitely would. I just. But I don't know if I've ever talked about like pet peeves with women or like stuff I hate. And I don't even know because we don't even talk about stuff like this now that we talk about, like, I don't even know if I said like, yeah, bro, I'm not going. I don't know if I've ever said like a personality pet peeve or said like a energy type pet peeve. I've never said any of those things for them to be like, nah, this girl straight. You know what I mean? So I would go though, but it can't just be one of them because I'm gonna lose something. If one of them just go, she ain't gonna have something. So I can't do that. I can't do that. Hey Jay, let me ask you this question, bro.
Oh shit.
Do you? Hey, look, I know, bro. You're the only one that can do it up here. Do you feel like you could put me on a perfect blind date? And if you don't, what part would you be worried about doing?
I would be worried about. I do feel like I could put you on there because I'm Jay, but
here we go.
no, I'm just fucking. But
here we go.
Now, honestly, I think the hardest part for me with you is I know, like, obviously the type of woman that you like, physically. You know what I'm saying? You don't really ever talk about personality traits or like turn-ons and turn-offs. So I would have to gauge her personality first. That would be the toughest part for me, is like finding somebody, because I know your humor and sometimes it can get dark real quick. And if she don't got real thick skin, like, bro, the way that I know you are, you might get it. She like, oh yeah, nah. Like, I'm not, so I think that would be the toughest part for me. But if I could find you somebody that was good, Earth 99, like good personality, like actually like to laugh and down to earth, I think I could do that for you.
Yeah, damn, bro. Tim, I don't think my humor that bad at the beginning. I got you.
I think
you saying shit like that like could offend certain people.
Yeah, for sure. Now you telling the truth. You telling the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of the things that
you thought it was cool to wear the boots, huh? And then
nah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that like that, bro. Don't do me like that.
Yeah, you would, bro. Yes, you would.
You would. Nah, let me tell you what type of since you want to go there. This was Jay. What type of nigga Jay is? If I put Jay on a blind date, he didn't like it. Jay is so bad in like unanticipated bad situations. Like, I can hear Jay right now call me, "Hey, Sneak, this some bullshit, man. Hey, what you do?" I hear him right now. Like, "Hey, what you do?" But nah, man, I wouldn't. I feel like my sense of humor, I think sense of humor wise with people, I don't actually joke with people I don't know. I think I could make you laugh without joking, if that makes sense. If I don't know you, you're not gonna get that side that y'all get when we in person. Like, you're not gonna get that type of humor. So, but hey, you was about to say something though.
I was gonna say, I low-key forgot, but let me see. I was gonna say, I think Jay brought up a good point, and one thing that we didn't necessarily talk about is we talked about like the person being whether it's how they look or their personality, but not necessarily how it meshed or how they would respond to our personality.
Right.
Because like now that I'm thinking about it, like I really do have a very distinct personality. And I can be very like sharp to some people. I can be very spicy. I can be very like even Keenan didn't realize that I really troll a lot. I'm very sarcastic. I'm very sarcastic and I have very tough skin. And in my assumption, how I interact with people, we going toe to toe every time. And I'm enjoying myself, but if they can't, and I just thought about that, Jay, when you said it. I'm like, yeah, it would also have to be, they would have to pick somebody that could also handle my personality because it's very distinct.
Yeah.
So I think this boiled down to us on this call being hard people to pick for. Hey, look,
did you answer?
Me?
Oh.
Yeah. The first one, I think.
Britt.
I was first.
Brittany said, hell no. She said she don't trust none of her friends.
No.
Oh, yeah. You did say that. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she said throw them all away.
So do y'all get there and leave, or do y'all go through the date and actually be texting y'all group chat throughout the date? Like, yo, this is some.
Oh, I'm texting the whole time.
Oh, man. Come on,
I'm
man.
staying though.
Come on, man.
I'm staying.
Wait till I leave.
No, I said that from jump. I'm staying for the storyline.
All right.
Hey, Brittany look like the type of be on a date and then he'll be saying some shit. She'll just be like,
That's exactly how it goes, man.
No, hold on. I'm looking for. Hold on, bro. I sent the wrong thing. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, Joe. I'm sorry.
No, you good. We off.
Hey, Jay, come on, man. Come on, man. I'll try. Hey, look, honestly speaking, I'm trying to get Lewis back in here real quick because I honestly want to hear what he gonna say.
Oh,
no
okay.
lie.
I got you.
Yeah, but I wouldn't think of myself as someone that go on a blind date because I don't think I would be able to. This gonna sound so bad. I'm a friend zoner real quick from a guy perspective, bro. If I ain't feel it, it's gonna get real. Oh, what do you like to do? What do you like to do? What do you like to do for fun? Where's your career going? Like, where'd you go to school? I'm not good at that aspect of like, I'm a good like, nah, this ain't gonna work. I assume a lot when I first meet people. Let me say that. I assume a lot, and I assume based off interactions. I don't assume based off seeing you or just out. And we have a couple conversations, a couple little hits, and I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there he is. Yay! Hey, Louis B, you know the question?
There you go.
Can you hear us?
Yep.
Hey, you jumping right back in, bro. So, would you go on a blind date set up by your friends?
Man, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn, bro. Tell us how you feel, bro.
This must have happened before.
Yo, like, nah, I just was like, damn.
Keenan, listen, full disclaimer, I do not know where this young lady is right now. But the worst, I knew what Keenan thought of me when he set me up with somebody.
When I do this, hold on, time out, bro.
Yeah, you don't remember this, do you?
Thought of you?
No.
I knew what he thought of me when he set me up with this. With they was having a house party.
Hey, man, come
You
on,
and
man.
Brittany.
I don't know.
Yep. Time out. You and Brittany. They was like, oh, I was going through my transition. They was like, oh, we got somebody for you. Hey, Lewis, because I was late. Oh, they waiting on you. They asking about you.
My boy came highly anticipated.
I'm gonna put it to you like this, and this is the realness of it. Even the girl knew. She was like, nah.
Yeah.
She
Can
knew,
you get age?
what you know, Lewis?
She knew she wasn't my type.
Hey, can I say this though? I was like 20.
Mm-hmm.
I was like 20. I could pick. I know for a fact. Earth 99.
So hold on, Sneak. Lewis, what you didn't like about it?
Mm-hmm. She just wasn't my type, man. She was a really good person though. She was a really good person.
Oh yeah,
She really was, man. I can't. That's why I hate even telling the story. I really even hate because I could tell when we stepped outside the apartment door and we were talking, and I was trying to figure out how to say that, and she said it for me.
Wow.
How you know she ain't think you was ugly?
Because she said, I didn't say she was ugly. I just said she wasn't my type. But she could tell I was trying to. But she could tell. Princess. I refuse to say.
Thank you, princess. Thank you, princess.
This wasn't my. She legitimately wasn't my type, and she was so nice, man. She was so nice. She was a really nice person.
That makes me sad because that lets me know that she's been through that a lot.
Probably.
Like if you gotta come out and be like, you know what? I already.
Yeah, that is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that is reckless, bro. That is
you know what I'm saying? Like she's been through that a lot. That makes my heart goes out there.
Oh no! Well. What?
Yeah, Beta, I'm not putting that on the screen. But Lewis, how about now though? That I was 19. He ain't gonna tell that I was 20. That was 13 years ago. But okay. But what about now?
He thought I was a volume shooter. I'm a sniper.
Hey, how dangerous you want to get?
No, I'm a sniper, man. But I think now I feel like if it were to come to that, yes, I do feel like that.
I know one thing she gotta have a Lewis stand for the whole day. I know that for sure right now.
What's that?
No, I'm not saying it. I bet right now, if I put him on a date, he's standing. I can't say they gonna get. I can't say all that stuff. It's Earth 99. I know one thing for sure. I to keep him at that table. Though. I know that for sure. So, and I will say this: while I'm confident in my friend picking ability, blind date picking ability. When I care about you, I pay an absurd amount of attention to the things that you care about. So I feel really comfortable and saying like I won't think the only thing I don't is like I'm not nosy enough to see you and your like previous interactions too much. But as far I think I would set my friends up with the girl that they need, and it might not always be the girl that they want. I think that's what I would end up doing. Not from a physical standpoint, but I'm saying from like a need base everywhere else. I think I would get them to like, nah, bro, I think this would be really good for you. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm gonna be honest, man. When you get it, that physical part becomes really hard to get over, man. Like if you wasn't with somebody while they were changing, and you met them after their big change, whether it be hair for men, weight loss, weight gain, all that stuff. Like, it's really hard to like have patience with that. I hate to say that, but it's really true though. Like, it is. If you met him with hair and he started balding 6 months after that, it's real different if he had hair for 6 years and now all of a sudden it's going away. It's different.
It's the evolution though, because like I'm not the same guy my wife met, and she's not the same woman that I met.
That you met her then though, which will give you more grace and patience of who you are now.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we hadn't changed that much, but I understand that. But I think as I get older, my expectations change too, because I used to have certain standards that don't apply. Because I know a woman at 35 ain't gonna look like the women that they did at 21.
Okay, that's a whole nother conversation. We ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there. I like where you going, and if it wasn't an hour and 35, I'd keep going down that barrel, but I can't right now.
Yeah.
I will say this. I think what I was getting at was, I get you not the same. Y'all might not be that different. However, the patience or the love you have, or the I'm gonna just go with patience. The patience you may have around some changes are probably rooted in other things that's not physical. That makes the physical less important than it would be if that was the only thing you had. You know what I'm saying? From now, that's what I will say. Has anybody else got anything else on the blind date?
Nah.
Hey man, y'all already know, man. We are the Monday Night Crew. First show of 2024, man. Pressure all year. We out.
We out.